What is going on, Rolling Empire here, guys, to give you a video. Zack Snyder's Justice League. I'm doing this now. Spoiler, most likely, if you see this video, this is a spoiler. But HBO Max, Warner Brothers have decided to team up, have decided to, give the fans what they want, but with a certain cause. Let's be realistic, okay? We all might have one, but there's still a cause. This is a business, okay? This is a business in a sense. And you know what? It's honest, it's worth it. But you know what? As the fan, whatever, you service them with the good product, give them a good product, okay, guys? Like, if I said this before, I said it, I liked the movie and I had a good time. There are still certain criticisms and all that, like, I'm gonna have to say, like, Zack Snyder, giving too much over flesh of this 4 hour cut, but then also this is what you got to give it all you got, so I understand that. But you easily couldn't make this 3 hours and 30. There's certain scenes that are too extended. I'm like, we can make this shorter. There's still a bit of the dialogue that's not as perfection, but at this point, you're a fan that's sort of invested, like I am. Like, I can't say that his 3 movies are the best. I do enjoy them a bit, one more than the other, but at the end of the day, they'll round up where it's like I care for them as what they're supposed to be. I enjoy them for what they are. They're as good as they can. So I'm at this point, that's how I perceive all this, the dialogue, the direction. You might not be a fan of Zack. It's not my favorite direction, but it's a direction that I know what to expect with Zack and all. Just certain kind of technical pieces. And you could say that the lore of themes that he has brought in his previous movies, they're not as as recognizable here. They don't stand as easily, and it could be something that works or not works. I like it that because this is sort of the Avengers culminant of the Justice League now. So it's like you have to kind of give it all you got to in that sense. But I understand if someone that really wanted those kind of things is not here. It's tricky because it would, you feel that's very Snyder-esque in these DC films. And there's just a lot of things of like so much obviously of how what the film is and all, and just how it takes for Snyder. But overall, as a DC like fan, if you want, a supporter like me, mostly being a Batman enthusiast, I'm glad Batman got more to do too. Okay, I was like, yeah, in that first Justice League movie, he's such a badass kind of character. Why is he reduced to just certain things? I know he's not really technically God, but you have to do something. It's just weird how Whedon kind of approached that. With Snyder, you can tell that he's not like up to the par. Like, he's still human. He's more human. But it was nice of the things they did, having him kind of scare out the parademons so the rest of the Superman crew and all, and just everybody can go in and stuff. So Batman just had more things to do, okay? There's none of this kind of like, man, do you bleed and all? Do you bleed? Whatever. No. I'm just glad that he had more to do. And I like that his character has a progression. I know that grittiness of him isn't as much here, but that's sort of what his arc is. His arc, it was like that. And if you understand it, then that's what you kind of know. Like, I do miss if he was still more, more, pounding fist to whatever. He's like a fist fighter. But this one, he's more like has to calm down. He's more kind of contained Batman. He's more, just he's more at peace. He's more at peace, and he's trying to make amends. So I respect that arc that he has to go through. And then other characters get more fleshed out. Aquaman gets more fleshed out. He needed this flesh out. Where was this? This is good that this was done. It shows in a certain way, even if you thought there wasn't a full plan. There was semi basis of a plan at the very least from Snyder, with these 3 movies, helping out other movies. So his 3 movies in that sense really did help, especially this one. At the most, I'd like to think it's the most. So Aquaman got more of a hand in all this. Cyborg and Flash too. Cyborg, he is what you can of the heart of the movie, dealing with the situations where he has his mom and his dad, and he has reflections and all, and realizing also that he feels alone, but he's not alone, and he has a family, and it's nice that that's the Justice League for this for him. The Flash, whoa. So he went from saving a family to really literally saving the universe. That I did not expect. I was like, wow, they actually did lose, but for a second. But then, he ends up saving the day. So, man, that is a testament right there, him alone, how much 2 movies can make. How much 2 movies can make. I am very fascinated with, oh my goodness, with how editing goes, with the literally how director's cuts can go and all. And the film just has a better intro with how all 3 movies connect, with this one seeing the events of BVS cut into Justice League, cut into the worlds and all, giving nice history of what these worlds are, even though I wish expositions could have been better presented. But the worlds, it's nice to know more of the mythology. It really shows that there is some craft, whether you agree or not with the vision. They tried to make it, it's like its own thing still. And seeing more than like how Superman comes back, coming back, also returning when he saves the crew. It was a way better version. It's like, man, that's it, really, that's it, and all like what his reactions were. That was a very badass moment. I was like, yes, this is Superman. This is freaking Superman. So really, a lot of this movie, it's really like how the Ultimate Edition the Snyder Cut goes. Like the Ultimate Edition in the Snyder Cut, if you know what you're going through within both films, they still end up the same. But the way stuff were put in, I'm just like, man. And I just want to say, like, again, like, why do you go for all these long runtime, Snyder? Don't you supposed to fill in the quota within a few? But who knows? Maybe that's why. You have your visions, and you know what? They work out for the runtime. It's just that one is a more divisive kind of thought. But I really glad that Zack Snyder, in the sense of how the film turned out, he really did care for the fan, and I'm glad that like there was things there to see, and for me being sort of right in the middle, I still had a good time. I still had a good time. This isn't an overall the best movie of the year. It's not means any perfection. I can see people say that maybe it's a better one doesn't mean that's great. It's arguable. It really is arguable. For me, it was like it's better. It's definitely good. Like that's why I can't really say like it's great, but it's really good. I just glad that now this is out, and in that way I champion filmmakers. When a filmmaker or an artist really truly cares about a passion, then how could you not like root for that? And I was very happy for this, whether if it was very vicariously or really curiously, as in like you know the parts that I did just relate on seeing this. And yeah, like still, like at the end of the day, you have both versions. You pick what you want if you even care for the Justice League. If not, yeah, this is the Justice League. This felt really more like, there's still more things like, Dark Side. He has his little cameo appearances. Martian Manhunter. I can see if that was over tagged on, but I thought that was cool. And yeah, Joker and Batman finally had a scene. That one was like really good for me. Like really good for me that it was like cool. And now this newer decade, we get a newer scene. That means for me a lot. And we'll see if the possibilities go. Maybe he does a sequel. If not, this maybe would have been it. But it is what it was. At the outcomes of stuff, this really could have been worse. And it's just it's saved as it could have been saved. It's justifiable. And it really with the overall of the team with from Superman to Batman, it was nice to know that at least what everybody had a purpose, what everybody served their purpose and all. Just it really, and how crucial things are when there's no meddling, when you don't freaking meddle, how certain payoff could on. And this really was more, again, justifiable with the sense of why this movie was made, why the team ended up saving the day. Just I care for it and I rooted for it like that. Like I always say, guys, these are my thoughts and opinions. Let me know if this movie didn't work for you. Let me know how much of a better movie it was, but depending. And if you liked it, let me know where you rank it. Is this one of your favorite now DC films or DCEU films? I know there's so many distinctions. This was truly a film of entertainment. Just there's still film criticisms. There's still kind of things within the structure, but as a fan, like what you got, as a film, it was very fun and it really was really enjoyable for me at the very least. So all this in the comments below. And as always, Rolling Empire, laugh, smile, repeat.